r/ask Reddit. How the F do you make friends as an adult if you don't drink? Related, I drink a duck ton and I don't have many friends. Me too. I can't believe I finally found you, friend. Yes, there's 3 of us. What can we do to make this official? Hobbies edit. To many comments to reply. To thanks for the awards, however put it towards charity, I have no use for them. Hobbies alone was a broad statement. Basically the goal is to meet new people. Seek discomfort is a good phrase and a good model presentation of how to meet new people. Google their YouTube channel. Hobbies can be good, but it's hard to find the small groups that have no internet presence. Volunteering, charity work, etc. is more aimed at helping X, while you benefit in socializing. My anecdote. Others may vary. The other fishing, hunting, etc. groups come from making connections, door knocking, leaving letter etc. asking for permission and slowly building a blue book of properties to hunt and fish while cleaning up their property in return. Plus you can ask if they want me to take anyone in their family with me, or can I bring a person over etc. after trust is built. Lastly, if anyone reads my handle, it's okay to be alone. I'm alone but not lonely. I have Reddit to come socialize with you a-holes. But it's okay to only have a handful friends you connect with. The key aspect of friendship is respect. If they don't respect your time nor you as a person as you do them, they aren't your friend. Edit. The IT channel isn't seek discomfort. That's their catchphrase. It is yes theory without the quotations. https://youtube.com see yes theory. I second this. It's significantly easier to make friends and connect, especially if you're shy, if you have mutual interests. Even if you don't share the same level of enjoyment in the hobby, it's also a great way to get closer to someone if you do already know them, and opens up an opportunity to have them talk about themselves so you can learn more about them and who they are. What happens when your hobbies are all isolating? I love to read and play single player video games, and like farming sims and Mario type games. Doesn't invite the crowds lol. I do actually participate with BookTube a lot for a way to be social with reading, but I've yet to make friends from it, but it is nice to find strangers to talk to about books. Borrow tools and actually give them back. I've got to consider you a top tier friend before I'm lending you any tools. A neighbor borrowed one of my cordless drills and actually gave it back. However, I won't lend him any more tools. Why? He thought the drill was too dirty, so he cleaned it in a dishwasher. Edit. Inquiring minds in the comments wanted to know what happened next. First of all, yes, he washed it with a battery, so the battery vented. That's probably the only reason why he admitted to such unconventional cleaning methods. He had to come clean. He offered to buy me a replacement drill, but I've asked for a cash value instead. Bought myself a set of replacement bearings, new battery pack, then blasted a chuck with rust inhibitor, and now I have a like new drill plus quite a bit of spare change, and a neighbor that always cleans his gardening tools in a dishwasher. I started inviting people from online dating sites who said they were looking for friends to play D&D. Some of them were actually looking for friends. I also started a fencing group in my area and advertised it in relevant Facebook groups. A few people showed up and now we occasionally do things that aren't fencing related. Some of them were actually looking for friends. I laughed way too hard at this. I've made quite a few friends from online dating over the years. We get on but there's no attraction. Slowly, hobbies, community involvement, through work, good luck. If you like doing things with your hands, wood metalwork fabrics, etc., electronics, or programming, hacker/makerspaces are great. They usually have themed events and classes, as well as social events. That's where I made my current friends when I moved to a new city. https://wiki, hackerspaces, org list of hackerspaces, makerspaces, make, co. Searches for my Citinomachus at 3D printer noises. You see someone doing something you do or like to do or are curious. Hit them with a compliment and then with a follow-up question. Met some of my best friends because I liked the colon they were wearing, hahaha. Edit. Cologne. Keeping the error. I am not myself today. Edit. Damn you people in the unrelenting colon comments. Edit. Thank you for running the train on me with rewards. Good on a Logie. The trick is to be positive. Always be in a prostate. Have you considered joining a cult? You make more money as a leader, but you have more fun as a follower. Join clubs, meetups, activities, hobbies, work, volunteer, online, or simply go out to socialize during the day or early evenings. Dungeons and Dragons. The first couple of times bring some goodies. If you want to grease the wheels, ducking best way to find friends. Went from 2 to 20 in a couple of months. Links for people that want to play D&D. For finding a group, Reddit LFG basic rules. Rule-Assert PDF site used for online D&D. Roll20 site with pre-made characters. Ask the DM if he allows use of these pre-made characters. More tools. D&D Beyond. 38 years old and played my first game last week. Well enjoyed and will be playing a game tonight. The closest I have gotten to making new friends is through my kids' sports. Just hanging with the other parents or coaching teams. I don't consider any of them to be friends, but we enjoy hanging out and shooting the breeze at games. But once sports are over, I'll never see them again. But if I run into them randomly, I'm sure we'll chat for a minute. Solid acquaintances. 2. Video games. Just having a regular group of randoms in a server regularly is nice. I play a racing game and the others are typically all from other countries. But text chat is fun and it's at least interaction with people I don't live with. If I really wanted friends, I'd probably have to go back in time and do a better job keeping in touch with my old group of buddies. Beyond here is an edit due to it's never too late to keep in touch reply. Edit yes. I agree it's usually never too late. But when you literally don't even know what to say or talk about with an old friend who was a very good friend and you are hoping that you can just talk about their kids' sports, I think it is pretty damn late. But this happens to millions of people. It's normal, and I don't dwell or recommend anyone else dwell on it. My parents, mid-70s, moved into a 55 plus housing community. Houses not assisted living, and they've made friendly with neighbors, play cards, pop in for a drink on occasion. So maybe it gets easier later, and I'm not really sad about not having friends. I'm a bit to myself and enjoy short honest conversations with the many people I've gotten to know. My kids' sports maybe because my wife and I are insufferable a-holes, but we can't stand most of the parents of the kids on my son's baseball team. They're like carbon copies of the worst Karen you've ever met. Youth sports is a super weird place. If it isn't City League, like any kind of travel, it gets worse. The friends that I have made in adulthood were not made through boozy social situations. Even though I'm Irish and we love our boozy socials, I've made friends through work and through hobbies. I love taking fun classes. I like taking dance classes mostly, and when you're going to the same class week in, week out, you get talking to the other people at the class and friendships can blossom. You can be friendly and smiley and strike up a bit of conversation, and from that you build up a bit of rapport. I made friends by asking a couple of the girls if they'd like to grab a coffee after class, and then it became a weekly thing. Coffee after class. It doesn't have to be dance. Any kind of class works, even if it's an educational one. Evening classes are a great place to make new friends. Then, and I know everyone's workplace is different. Certainly mine is very easy to make friends. Through work you can make some nice friends. Sit with people at lunch hour instead of eating at your desk or in your car. Chat to people during the work day and find out things about them. If they have a family, if they have any hobbies, etc. Then, when you build up a bit of friendliness, ask them if they'd like to go for lunch or, yes I know, again, a coffee after work and so forth. It definitely helps to be friendly and outgoing. I'm not naturally outgoing, but I am naturally a very friendly person, so I guess that makes me approachable. So try to be approachable and learn the art of small, friendly talk. You can be friendly and smiley and strike up a bit of conversation, and from that you build up a bit of rapport. I think this might depend where you live. I'm Northern English and this is how I have made friends in adulthood. My Southern friends think it's really weird though. I introduced them to a friend and it was something like, "Where did you two meet?" "Here, in the pub." "Oh right. So were you introduced to each other by someone else? Number? So how did you get chatting?" I don't know. We were just in the pub." Seemed odd to them. I think it's just personality more than anything. Growing up, my family referred to it as being an elevator talker. My mom is one. The rest of my family is not. I have a friend I met through my wife who is also like this. That he has a large extended friend group, and half the people he's friends with, he just randomly met out and about, and you couldn't distinguish those people from his childhood friends and relatives if you didn't have it pointed out. Whereas I, from the same state, find that utterly bizarre, but do like most of the people he's managed to pick up in his wake. You stand too close to random people at the groceries, and when they ask you what's your problem, you tell them you don't have any friends. Then you hug it out and become friends. And during the hug whisper in their ear that you like exotic leather lamps. Alcoholics Anonymous meetings. Yeah, those duckers are friendly. After the DUI and brief police chase involving a stolen Zamboni, allegedly, I had to attend a bunch of meetings by court order. Good people. Well, no, not really, but friendly. Be passionate about some stuff that adds substance to your life. You don't need a lot of friends. When you talk to people, strangers, co-workers, etc., be your 100% genuine self. This should help you avoid being a doormat. If you find you're still a doormat, you should revisit step 1. My best friend and I really only share a couple things: our love of gangster rap and 90s hardcore punk, and our beliefs in undying, over-the-top self-empowerment. That's not exactly shit I hear people talking about at parties. Oh yeah, on my way over I was bumping some duck in MC Breed and yelling at myself in the rear view, look at what you've done with your life, mother ducker. How far you've come. Keep ducking going. Crush the opposition, beach, let's go. Like I said, be your 100% genuine self. By engaging in activities where drinking isn't the priority. I mean, not even that. I drink for fun and profit, but I make friends sober. Drunk friends are only there until you sober up. Just be nice and talk to people and find common interests. It's not that hard. Great advice until the last sentence. For lots of people it is really hard. Go to a repeating class at a gym or yoga studio, and/or volunteer at a yoga studio or gym class. Get a part-time job or volunteer somewhere interesting to you and meet co-workers over time, like a museum, community center, library, foreign language school, cultural center. I know it's hard. I also don't drink. I've missed out on many friendships and several relationships with people I felt naturally compatible with because of it. It's a real bonding part of social life for the apparently large majority of society. Man shrugging. I got a part-time night job at a comedy club when I didn't even need the money, just to see free shows, and made a ton of friends. Got to meet Kevin Hart and Bob Saget too. In my experience, adults don't want friends. They want activity partners. Pick an activity that you enjoy doing. Find some people to do it with. If you're lucky, some friendships will organically arise from that. If you're really lucky, they'll even stay friends with you after one or both of you stop doing that activity. But mostly, people just want activity partners. Yeah, this is hard for me. I just like being part of people's lives. Everyone is always doing things. Can't we all just chill, talk, blah? I like doing activities a lot too, but they take a lot of solo time to get better at. Volunteer. I became a Girl Scout leader and have become friends with some of the other leaders and some of the parents from my troop. Is that you? Beverly Hills housewife Phyllis Neffler? Finding groups for hobbies. Which is easier when there isn't a pandemic going on. Dungeons and Dragons is what worked for me. Is this thread a big D&D ad, or is it really that effective? Kinda making me want to play one day. Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. This is a good one. I've been grappling for about 10 years now, and I've formed some of the strongest friendships in that time. It's almost odd how quickly people bond while trying to strangle each other, lol. Sports. Climbing. Archery. Martial arts. European martial arts. Historical reenactment. Book and theater clubs. I wonder, is there a platonic dating app yet? Tinder. Grindr. Planter. Copyright trademark 2603-2021. I decided to try out Bumble's BFF feature and it's pretty dead. If there's a better app for matching with platonic friends, I'd like to know. I've been using the Slowly app during the pandemic and have developed some good friendships on there, but they are all located halfway around the world. Make a free hug sign and get up early enough to snatch the street corner from the homeless dude. Imagine walking around with that sign during the pandemic. Tabletop war and fantasy game groups. If you're around or in a city, walking a dog is the best conversation starter. This is so true for all the people saying join a sports team. Whilst that can be generally true, it's 1. Not possible in a lot of places just now due to COVID restrictions, and 2. Overlooks the fact that almost inevitably sports social events end up involving lots of drinking. Whoa, you made it to the end? You're a ducking beast. I'll cut you a deal. Smash like and subscribe for more curated content, bruh. It's free and that's a great price.